Alright, 5 core tips that you will need when transitioning your base. This is my base. I'm transitioning this bad boy. So, some things to note is that when you're going to be transitioning your base, you want to be able to produce and get your materials ready for your next base, right? You don't want to have a full storage unit of all wood. You're not going to be able to carry all that, right? So you want to try and make as much as you can. That, you know, is up to you, obviously. Alright, so right here I'm making tons and tons of carbon fiber out of charcoal, and I need to burn tons and tons of wood to make charcoal, right? Now the charcoal is going to be used for both ammo and whatnot. So tip number 2 is condensed storage units. So what happens with condensed storage units, these are units that are known as really big storage, so to speak. What happens is you want to have big, fat, giant, the cargos, and then just have them only the cargos, okay? Number 3 is break down small storage units. So right here, I'm breaking them down. It's okay if there's stuff inside of it. You can manually take it out, or you can just destroy it, and then the stuff will just drop on the floor. Now, the best part about this is that your pals will prioritize this stuff. They will prioritize this stuff over everything else that they're doing. Hopefully this does not change after the current update of 3.11, because there has been a lot of weird finicky things that's been happening ever since that patch hit, and they're not that great. So yeah, and also you can't chuck your pals, by the way. I'm so sad. Me too. So yeah, only large cargos. Yeah, you see, I'm destroying them because I know that the pals are going to prioritize them. Alright, the next part about this is tip point 3.5. So transport levels really just means, you know, level 3, transport level 4, transport level 2. You really want to just prioritize the highest transport you have, but then take note of the transport speed. Wumpos are really slow when it comes to transport speed, but they're cute and I like them. But if you're going for efficiency, Vanworms is level 3, so I mean you're not going to get very far with that. And Knocklims, which are level 4. But they both have very fast transport speed, and Knocklims are so dang goofy. I love them. So yeah, you see, look on the right in the large container, you see that they're delivering the stuff because I destroyed it, right? I destroyed the container, it went to the floor, then they picked it up, and then they're transporting it into the thing. So they do pick it up. I don't want people to say, oh, it's just a myth. Right? Because look, right there, the cement's going up. Everything's going up. Because they're transporting it. Now, number 4 is multiple stations. Similarly to tip number 2 and whatnot, or rather 1, you want to just make as much stuff as you can. But you want to get it done, because you want it to be a big fat chain at the ready, so to speak. You see? I got a lot of burners to burn up 200k coal, or sorry, charcoal. Wood. 400k wood, 200k charcoal, blah blah blah. And I like to use the smaller production assembly lines. You see them a lot in my base, and only because they're really small, right? They're just small, smaller than the production line number 2, and I don't need number 2, right? So yeah, and eventually, what happens is you see how these guys are all prioritizing these big fat cargos. It's because these are the only ones that are available, and then the thing with that is that, the thing with that is that I've been destroying the top cargos, and then the bottom, and then the one below it, and then the one below it, so that they all will end up funneling them all into the ground floor. The ground floor cargo containers, you know what I mean? So I'm going to be destroying this one too. Actually, I did not destroy this one. I actually grabbed it to do it for my pals, because they get stuck around these corners. And now we're just going to be watching my pals transport. I mean, I'm probably just going to talk about this. I initially had this as a text-to-speech thing, but because my throat was bothering me last week, but now it's fixed, so I'm just going to talk over. So yeah, anyways. I got lazy and I'm just destroying it. They're going to all eventually pick it up. It takes about maybe 30 minutes for them all to clean this entire place out and put them all into these containers. Now, what I would do here is manually destroy that, or take it out first, and then destroy it. And then just transport it. So I've had a knack for whenever I use my grappling gun, I do end up flying off of the map, off of my base, because I don't have these walls, so I'm just putting these walls here. Anyways, yeah, we're just gonna talk. But yeah, you see how I have these small guys? I like the small ones. Yep. And then I always double check to see if I have any more materials with cement, which means that I have stone somewhere, which means that one of my stone pits are still alive, and I don't want them to be alive because I'm in the process of transitioning, right? I'm gonna get all of the charcoal, all the carbon fiber, all the ammo, right? They're the semi-finished products, ready for when I transport. And then eventually they're all gonna be downstairs at the very bottom stair where they're able to, what's it called? Where they're able to transport into those cargoes, and then I can easily just go back and forth between the bases and get everything ready. Right? And that's just the beauty of it. It's so much easier than people make it out to be. Look at this. Boom. They're going nuts on that fiber because I destroyed that. Obviously, I could have done it myself, but I like watching them. I like watching them do this. It's fun. But yeah, I have several videos out there talking about transporting and whatnot. Transport pals, how they transport, what they do when they transport, blah blah blah. A bit of a deep dive, so to speak. But yeah. So, yep, you see, there's no stone left. That means that I'm good to go. We are good to go. And eventually I'm going to be destroying all this stuff. And the best part about this is that when it comes to these springs and assemblies, like the furnaces, assembly lines and whatnot, after they're done making everything, all you gotta do is just destroy it. Just destroy it. And here I'm manually dropping things because I know that they're gonna pick it up. You see? They are picking it up. They are prioritizing. But yeah, transporting your base has never been easier. It just takes a bit of time. Like if you have lower level pals, like let's say level 1 and 2 transport, and I don't know how you were able to get like thousands of materials, right? They're gonna take forever. And sometimes, let me tell you, these guys get stuck, and it's not because of the pathing, it's because there's like an item just glitched somewhere. Because that's what happens a lot, but you see that these guys are going nuts in the fiber. They only transport to the closest thing. So what you can do to negate them going up and down the stairs, because if that's in terms of distance closer than the same than a chest that's on the same floor as them, then you gotta tick up some things in the categories. That's the best way to do. These guys are eventually gonna pick this up, and yeah, eventually I don't think I made an update on this specific thing, but in my personal update, without like recording it, what I did was I destroyed this current unit. I destroyed the downstairs current storage unit, and then they all just end up pulling everything downstairs. They go from floor to floor instead of going from 3 floors to 1 floor, right? Because that's ridiculous. You can't expect pals to do that. The AI is not that great, you know. But yeah. So right here we're just double checking on the materials. Here I'm gonna plan to put a merchant here to help add more, what's it called? Tomatoes and stuff. What's the minute? 8 minutes? Okay, we're at 10 minutes I'm gonna close it. Probably gonna close it down, the vid. But yeah, so we got lettuce tomato guy in here. I'm putting him in, and I'm gonna assign him so that he's gonna be at the ready for when I decide to buy more lettuce, which I actually will in the distant future. Or lettuce? Yeah, lettuce. So I can buy more, so I can make more salads and get rid of all the tomatoes, because I don't want to have to carry that, because it's over a stack. That means that it pushes onto one of my slots in my 42 inventory, 42 slotted inventory. Alright, here we go into the sales team. Bop, 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 bop. Alright. And we're gonna get a nice hefty discount, 40% discount on our merchandise known as lettuce. So we're gonna go for a nice 10k or so. Oh yeah, we need to buy some more HQ pal oils. I have about 200,000 quartz, so even if I match that in terms of the ratio, that's about 50k pal oils needed, because it's a 1:4 ratio for polymer. But I'm not gonna go for 50k, I'm just gonna go for like 40k or so, so I have leftover quartz just in case I need them, right? But yeah, I initially had Doomuds, but at this point I should just buy everything, because the transfer pals are the ones that keeping me at bay. Like, Doomuds are pooping out non-stop. The transfer pals can only carry like 1 or 2 at a time, which is, I don't know why or how that happens. You know? You can see, we got 50k. I had 100k or so, 200k or so. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. We're 9 seconds away from 10 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. My name is Jess. Please like and subscribe. Look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. This is Transporting with Ease. Peace.